All right, team, let's talk about our setup. What does a professional coding environment actually look like? It's a question we should all be asking ourselves, honestly. So the goal here is to get on the same page about the tools and habits that are going to make us all faster, more efficient, and, just better engineers. Let's get into it.
First, just a quick heads up on how this was put together. I actually used AI to help me pull the key ideas from our internal docs and structure them. Think of it as a well-organized summary, not, AI slop. It's a great example of using our tools to build better tools, which is pretty much the theme for today.
So, what do I even mean by a coding environment? The best way to think about it is like your digital workshop. Seriously, it's the entire space where you do your work. From the heavy-duty power tools like the command line, all the way to your main workbench, which is your editor or your IDE. Okay, here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with the command line, because that's the foundation for everything. Then we'll get into that classic debate, editor versus IDE. After that, we'll really dig into what a professional IDE setup does for you, touch on project organization, and then wrap it all up with the key things you can do to optimize your own workshop.
First up, the command line interface, or CLI. Look, being comfortable here is an absolute game changer for any developer. A GUI is fine, but the CLI, that's your power tool. It's all about speed, control, and automation. It's a skill you're going to use every single day, guaranteed.
And this right here shows you it's a universal concept. It doesn't matter if you're on a Mac, Linux, or a Windows machine, the core jobs are always the same. You're listing files, you're making directories, you're moving around. Yeah, the commands might be a little different, ls versus dir, but the actions, the fundamentals, they're identical. This is just the basic language for talking to your machine directly. Okay, let's move on to the workbench itself, the place you're going to spend most of your time actually writing code. And this brings us to a really fundamental choice. Are you going to use a simple code editor, or are you going to go with a full-blown integrated development environment? The difference is pretty stark. A text editor, it's like a really sharp, simple chisel. It's lightweight, it's fast, and it's hyper-focused on one thing, editing code. An IDE, on the other hand, is the whole toolbox. It's got everything you need, all in one spot. The editor, a debugger, testing tools, it's all integrated into one single interface. I love this quote because it perfectly captures the real power of a modern IDE. It's not just a passive tool. It's an active assistant. It's constantly looking over your shoulder, analyzing your work, giving you feedback. And that is incredibly valuable for literally everyone, from the newest engineer all the way to the most senior. So let's dig a little deeper into why an IDE is really the professional standard. It's because its features provide something called cognitive scaffolding. And that's just a fancy way of saying it supports your brain by handling all the boring, mundane tasks, so you can focus on the hard part, actually solving the problem.
And here are the three main pillars of that scaffolding. First, you've got IntelliSense. That's the smart code completion. That means you don't have to memorize every single function name. Then there's Linting, which is basically a real-time spell check for your code, catching mistakes as you type. And finally, the integrated debugger, which lets you literally pause your code in midair and inspect everything line by line. When you put all those features together, they give you one massive, massive benefit. They dramatically shorten your edit, run, debug loop. And that loop, that cycle of writing code, running it, and fixing it, making that loop faster is the absolute #1 key to being productive.
And here's what that actually looks like. The old way involves so much context switching. You're jumping back and forth, and it's slow, and it breaks your focus. The IDE way gives you instant feedback. You see that little red squiggly line? That tells you there's a problem before you even bother to run the code. The loop goes from minutes down to seconds. It's a huge difference.
Okay, we've got our power tools, we've got our workbench. The last big step is just organizing the project itself. Look, being a professional isn't just about the quality of the code you write, it's about how you structure your work. Good organization is a habit, and it's one that pays off big time in the long run.
And it really is this simple to get started, right? Every single new piece of work, I don't care how small it is, should get its own dedicated directory. It's a simple 3-step dance on the command line. Make the directory, change into it, and create your first source file. This habit alone will save you from so much chaos down the line. Oh, and a quick but super important tip. Always use that .py extension for your Python files. It's not just a nice-to-have, it's a signal. It tells your operating system, your IDE, and all your other tools, hey, this is Python code, and they know exactly how to handle it. All right, let's bring this all home. We've gone through the tools, the setup, all of it.
Now let's just boil it down to the core principles for a really productive professional workshop.
So here are your 4 big takeaways. 1. Master the command line. It is your ultimate power tool. 2. Use a modern IDE to shrink that critical feedback loop. 3. Don't just have an IDE, actually use its features. Actively leverage the linter and the debugger. And 4. Always stay organized. A dedicated folder for every project is a non-negotiable first step.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about for yourself. Is your digital workshop providing that cognitive scaffolding we talked about? Or is it just creating friction? Your environment should be your greatest ally, so take the time to make sure that it actually is.